July 22nd at Champion Square, the concert event of the summer will take place. It's the Better Life 20th Anniversary Tour. 3 doors down with special guest Seether. Don't miss out on the Better Life in its entirety and all their greatest hits. Brought to you by ALT92.3. Golf South Grown.
I guess for us, it's like so amazing to us, all the things that go into the art form of movies.
Yeah.
Because I think I always watched movies, and then we started doing this, and I started getting into a little video editing and stuff like that, and then I watched them differently. And so now it's like, wow, look at the things that are going on here. And then we look at all these things, because now we read credits, because we're like, what is all this stuff?
I love that you said that. Yeah.
Like, what
absolutely.
Because it doesn't take the people that are just the lead actor or actress.
Mm-hmm.
It takes all, it's the crew that does all of this stuff that we never think about.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I watched a 3-hour thing on a guy that held a shotgun mic the other day, and I was like, this
Yeah.
guy's amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
100%. It's
you know?
exhausting. Mhm.
Very much underrated.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know?
I kind of always say, like, as an actor, that I don't get paid to act. I get paid to sit there while the crew is doing all the hard work. You know what I mean? Like actors are kind
It's
of lucky.
awesome
like,
to hear that you're grounded, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I
You
guess
know?
some people feel the opposite way, maybe, but I guess just because I have spent time working on crew as well, I kind of understand how much goes into it, and like,
That appreciation level's there from the get-go.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So you show up on set and like realize, I don't know. I guess the strangest experience for me was I was working on a project and just PAing, and like I'm looking up to these kind of celebrities, and I'm like, whoa, this is like, and I'm like treating them like gods, as everyone kind of else does on set. And then I'm fortunate enough to grab some like day player roles and stuff like that on some nice projects, and I've got people in the same exact position as me literally like 3 weeks ago treating me like I was treating someone else, and I'm like, what a weird dynamic. What a strange out of body experience this is. And that's when I realized, like, I just want to treat others like humans and be treated like a human, and that's it. And I think a lot of people want that as well. They just don't know how to express it, you know?
And
Absolutely.
there are, I think, those lineages in old Hollywood that still exist where,
Yeah.
the mom was an actress and some, all that crap. But that's, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel that's kind of like a dying thing,
I don't know about dying, but it's expanded
Right.
way beyond that. So where it's not the only main thing.
Well, I think
anymore.
social media. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, big time.
Yeah, anyone
Yeah.
can be a celebrity now. So it's like,
Yeah.
what does it mean to be a celebrity in our society? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
we're starting to discover that celebrities are just people.
I mean, I'm cool with just getting some free CheeWees.
All right.
That's so cool. I'm going to eat some of these later.
This is Grovon Mayer from the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast, reminding you to stock up on your Elmer's CheeWees. Get you some of that. I'll tell you, the original's good now. The original's real good. I like me the barbecue one. I like the taco one. Bruh, I dip that in some ranch meat. They got the hot and spicy. They got the pizza. The pizza one's real good, man. And so is the green onion. And if you like a little something sweet after, get you some of that caramel popcorn. They ain't sleeping on that caramel popcorn. And remember, if it ain't Elmer, it ain't CheeWees. Elmer's quality snacks since 1946.
Oh, and don't forget about those seasonal flavors. This message was approved by Grow on My Ear.
Yeah, being able to see what goes on behind the scenes to make the whole machine work like that, I think most that didn't have to experience that for themselves are a little out of touch. They may,
Yes.
they can absolutely appreciate why the things are happening the way they are, but being able to have the background coming from the ground up,
Yes.
I feel like that's much more of knowing the art form more than anyone else. And especially if you have your mindset to come from the ground and work your way up and be able to accomplish that, there's so much more that comes with that energy and that attitude that, you know, if you're an actor, you could do something with that and channel it for a character. Or if you're writing a soundtrack, you could channel that energy of, hey, something's going on in the scene and this is what I get from it. What do I set myself up with in order to make that happen, to write the music and give that same emotion?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's a lot of parallels between what we do, even though it's two totally different art forms, which is why they collide so well together whenever they're put together in the right place. And I think you guys coming on to the show has just made it that much better for any future projects that go down, because there's the harmony.
Yeah.
It's all
Right.
here.
Synergy. Yeah,
It's so much
totally.
easier.
Rachel, what we've asked quite a few directors that cannot answer us. What? Maybe you can, and if not, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm nervous now.
What is the process of a film festival? How does it work?
Oh, you're talking
Okay.
to the right person.
Let me before we go any further.
Yeah.
Let
What do you mean by that?
let me go. Let me tell you what's the first like indie film festival thing I ever saw.
Okay.
Toxic Avenger when I was like 13.
Okay.
And I
Sounds awesome.
loved it because I
Okay.
was like, oh, I can make that with the camcorder. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So they got so many film festivals around the world. Like,
Yes.
how do you even go about doing that?
Well, there is this is the beauty of the internet, right? There is a platform called FilmFreeway. And basically, if you're a legitimate film festival, you're on this platform.
Okay.
So from this platform, you can sort of filter what you're looking to put your project in, like what fits, what, the types of festivals, the themes that they have, how big they are.
Oh, so a festival
Yeah.
is not just some random films. They could
It's
be
curated.
themed also.
Yeah, some
Oh.
will take, some don't necessarily have themes and they're just looking for the best things out there. Some will have yearly themes. Some will always be like, this is always going to be a horror fest.
like
This is
a-
always a comedy festival. Like
It's
whatever.
like a mixed CD.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes, yeah, exactly. It's a mixed CD of festivals, and
Right.
each one is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can search, and then they have suggestions, and there's memberships and things like that. But you go through, you read their rules, you submit your film, and
That's awesome.
The more
Yeah.
networking, the better, too.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that way, if you could connect with someone who's maybe worked in this festival or had a film in it, and I'm
Yeah.
able to talk to them and, they're vouching for you type thing, or any type of connection helps along the way.
yeah, you've got your little profile. Festivals can reach out to you as well. Offer you, discount codes or free entry fees, or just say that they're interested in your project. Because your stuff, if you want it to be, is also searchable.
So there's still some
So-
gatekeeping to the whole situation. There has to be, I would assume, because the way the internet works is if you have an audience already, obviously they want you
Yeah.
because it helps generate more interest for their
Yeah.
cause.
Yes.
How often would you say is someone really getting a shot that's not necessarily backed by a raging fan base? Is that something that happens often?
Well, I think film festivals are one of the biggest and easiest ways that no, it's not easy, but like easiest ways that happens because there's so many of them. And what I've come to learn is to not put all of your eggs in one basket, in a sense, because sometimes you getting rejected from a festival has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of your project. It has everything to do with what they're looking for that year, or a time slot, or whatever they've already have X amount of scripts, depending on what you're submitting, right?
More of a question of format than
Yeah,
quality.
yes. I mean, half of the reasons you don't get in is something practical and has nothing to do with your project, which is really, it's been really freeing for me to know that, because now I don't take a rejection as this epic commentary on my things. And it's like a really, I've had like a couple of projects get into some really huge things, and then that same project has been rejected from other, either like smaller or bigger things, and I'm like, that's so fascinating, like whatever. But anyway, back to your point of festivals are a place to go if you, 100%. If you don't have a fan base, if you don't,
That's
if you're just
amazing.
coming into it, because you can win, land, move, grow, network, connect. It's a wonderland almost. I mean, you got to put in work. A lot of people, I think, don't know how to work the festival once you get in, because that's
another animal.
Yeah, that's a whole nother animal.
We could definitely get into that.
Yeah, well, it's been weird this past year with like COVID and stuff, because everything's been either
you got to yell 6 feet away.
Yeah, well, no, they
I
haven't
got
done-
this
online.
new show.
Yeah, no, it's all online. It's all
Oh,
online. They're
wow.
doing virtual
you gotta
festivals.
yell
some
even
of
louder.
some of the bigger ones have done VR. They've
Yeah.
done virtual
Oh,
reality
okay.
festivals where they
Through
build
an
the
Oculus.
actual. Yeah,
Wow.
it's insane. Like where you
That's
go into the
amazing.
rooms as an avatar and like talk to people. It's nuts.
Man, that'd be awesome.
It's very
to-
cool
I like
/
that.
weird.
Right?
Yeah.
I would take an extra gram of shrooms just for that.
You can't pass them off that way too, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
That's-
how
that's
many film
interesting, though.
festivals come through the area though?
So the biggest one, there's a bunch down here, but the biggest one is the New Orleans Film Festival,
Right.
and it's gained a huge rep over the past few years. They've just partnered with Sundance. It's now Academy qualifying in a couple of the categories.
Wow.
And it's it's huge. It's definitely one of the bigger ones, and well, at least in the South. And it's got a great rep. But there's all kinds of stuff, and you can throw one whenever. So they don't come through. You go to them. Some are online, some are just spread out, and you want to throw your stuff out there.
See, I guess I'm
Yeah.
nostalgic. I just think of the old days when you'd watch like the Cannes Film Festival on HBO,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually had screens set up outside in viewing areas, because
Right.
back then that's all they had.
Yeah.
Projection.
Yeah.
So I guess I haven't gotten to the
Well, we
digital
could do
age.
that. We could throw some small little gorilla one, because
yeah.
we have
You know how
the
sick
projector
that would be?
that
be
goes the
dope.
size of the house.
Dude, I'm in if y'all want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 100% in.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
It's really interesting to hear
We could do
that-
it on the side of the bus, on the island.
That's
It'd
a
be- it'd be-
really
God.
cool idea.
We have a place down there that we could do it called Wakeside Marina. That has a deck outside and a bar up over Caminata Pass. It's beautiful.
Wakeside Film Fest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey,
They-
this is
they already
on.
they
Yeah.
already want it.
Yeah.
So coming from the
It's the
music
only
side
kind
of
of ideas
this,
I have.
coming from the music side of this, it's really interesting to hear how that dynamic works, because it's almost polar opposite for an upcoming artist that's trying to get somewhere with their band. Everything now, you don't need a label, of course, but whenever we were, early 20s, that wasn't quite relevant yet, that you could do this all yourself. You wanted to get signed, air quotations.
Or even just to play at local bars. You would have a mixtape, an actual cassette of your band playing, and you would drop it off at the bar, and they would
Right.
listen to them to see
Yeah.
if they wanted you.
Yeah.
That's closer to what they're doing with
Right.
the film stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas,
They gotta
like,
look at
if
it.
you're like submitting your music off for placement, chances are, like, that's a very fine line to get picked for that stuff, I would have to imagine, because that direction already knows what it wants, and it doesn't know how to get it other than hearing it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to just comb through these things until you find the perfect piece that matches that scene. And I feel for people who are trying to get that to work for them, because it is relentless amount of work, because there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with your product, or there's nothing wrong with your art. It's just not quite exactly what someone else is looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't let it discourage you. What you have to do is learn from that experience and know that you need to do a million other things to make that happen for you. Or
Yeah.
talk to the
Which
right
could
people.
be a big
Yeah.
part. It's a
It's the
big
right
part of what's wrong with
person.
society today. Is just the fact that you can do something and people can love it, but not everybody has to love it.
Right.
Right? It's we get a moderate amount of hate on this show, and that's okay. We absorb it because it's
Yeah.
like, man, you're listening though. The
Yeah.
same people that comment on our shit listen every week.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
well,
why are you tuning in if you hate it
Cool.
so much?
Yeah.
all right, you're just happy being mad. That's fine. If that's your thing, bro.
Yeah.
let nature take it.
Whatever boils your crawfish.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a good
Put
crawfish
it on a
season.
shirt.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's been a good crawfish season. That would be a good shirt.
It
Hell
would.
yeah. Yeah.
Usually you have the shirt ideas. Cool.
I know.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna take that one.
Jesus. You can have it.
Yeah,
I'll give you
boom.
that.
We'll make you that shirt. How
Oh my
about that?
God, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and he'll draw it up. It'll be awesome. The crawfish will be throwing beads out of the pot to little on-goer people at the bottom.
Yeah,
oh my
that's
gosh,
dope.
we'll make it a thing.
All the
Let's do
haters.
it. Yeah.
All the haters.
Yes.
We'll sell it at the film fest. The
Yes.
lakeside.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, this is like
I
just
just wanna,
easily
like-
becoming a thing. Like I
If,
swear.
if there ever was like a film festival that was like a physical film festival, I would want to go though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's the
yeah,
goal.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to live in the virtual world
No,
forever.
no,
like there's
not at all.
it was great for the not great.
It wasn't great.
It was
Let's be real.
good that they
I'm
well,
with you.
That's
I'm
not
with
true.
you.
That's not true in a sense of like
Fair.
they still did it and they still allowed people to get like
Yeah, they could have just canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
I benefited a crap ton from pandemic era.
No, you
Film
know,
festivals.
I say that, but
Yeah.
to be honest, like the biggest growth I've ever had in my career has actually been through the pandemic, and I think it's mainly because the rest of the world stopped, right?
Entertainment was needed more than any other thing.
Exactly.
In-home entertainment.
Exactly.
Right. And that's where I think that we got a big start for us too, because our first season started in January 2020.
Oh,
So
Wow.
we literally got to document what it was like to go through this all last year
That's amazing.
and what it was like to be on the front lines doing this thing. And that's why I'm pretty sure season 1 got so angsty. And it's
Oh, yeah.
its own thing, right?
Yeah, we were going through a lot. We were going through firing one of our co-hosts at that time at the end of that season, which was a long road to do. Starting a new business, all that good stuff. I was crazy political. Didn't know what the hell I was talking to until I started hanging out with anarchists and then realized, like, dude, conservatives suck. And liberals suck. And the intermediates also suck. But the anarchists fucking rule, son. They fucking rule, man.
That's why that bus lives right there.
That's
Yeah.
right. And that's the life I decided to live. I'm not, you know what? I don't care either way. I just want to live and be free and enjoy. Look, I can honestly say, and this is just me being honest, I have not always appreciated the arts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And sometimes stepping into something helps you appreciate things that you never saw before.
Exactly
So
what I'm
now
saying.
when I'm watching Mortal Kombat and I stop it and my wife says, "What now?" And I'm like, "You see how that blade that blood turned to ice right there? That's the most expensive graphic in the entire movie."
It turns out it was.
there you go.
You know?
And the fact that he's a real ninja also helps
Yeah,
a lot.
that doesn't hurt.
That was
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yes.
Super cool.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to be in an independent film, but I don't want to be in it. I just want to be a dude like smoking a joint with my DSR t-shirt in the background.
Dude,
Cool,
there's
this
plenty
is
of those
good to
people,
know.
so you're gonna fit in.
Yeah. It's good to know. It's good to know.
Product
Yeah.
placement.
Yeah.
We've got stuff coming up. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we'd show up
You're
too.
gonna have to get
Okay,
that
dope.
sweet dome tattooed with the skull on it.
I
That
will.
way you never have to wear the shirt.
That's
We-
actually a really cool idea, actually. I love the logo.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
It gets the point across.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it's
I'll get that tattooed on my head when we get to Joe Rogan status.
There you go.
okay. Fair.
Shit,
I'll
man.
You
hold,
heard it here first.
I'll hold it to you.
That's fine. And maybe in 10 years, I don't care, but I'll do it.
By that time, you'll be able to graft it off and get a new one every other
Yeah.
week, so it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be a digital imprint on the side of my head like a billboard. You put in a SIM card, you just
I'm gonna rent out that space.
little micro SD.
Turn it off
Or
and on.
Joe Rogan will get your tattoo put on his head.
Whoa.
See, she thinks the
New-
next
Man.
level.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
level.
She's
There you
she's
go.
there for you.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me. Okay, I don't know if I can go that far because I'm still so much a realist. He'd be like, "Who the fuck's this coon ass? I'm not doing that shit.
Wait, they're
What is a coon ass? Nobody even heard of that."
they're in Texas. They're not that far.
No, they're not far. Him and Elon Musk. Yeah,
Oh my
they're right
God.
there.
They're in Austin, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They sure are.
Yeah,
Starbase.
they're keeping Austin weird, man.
Yeah.
They are.
Hell yeah.
I just visited
I
Austin.
love Austin, man.
Oh my
It's a good
God,
place.
so
It's like the
good.
only place in Texas.
When I used to live in Houston, and
Yeah.
I'd drive up to Stubbs Barbecue to see reggae bands play, like Revolution, Iration, bands like that. It was awesome.
Nice.
I miss fucking playing South by Southwest,
That is,
bro.
you know, you want to talk
that was
about
so fun.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome.
That was one of the best fucking like times I had in my life. Like we played on a Sunday, so we got to enjoy the Friday and Saturday.
Nice.
And I've seen some really like Pendulum, like one of my favorite like
played really
electronic.
hungover.
Wow.
Oh, bro, that was a good time. I don't remember much, but I remember feeling good.
That's
all
one
that
city that
matters.
I do kind of like when you think about the melting pot,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of NOLA. That's a city that I kind of can,
It
you
can
know, compete.
If
yeah.
there was a monorail system that went between both,
They're supposed to be.
Please.
it would smell so dank.
oh,
super
bro.
dank. Ooh, I like that. In a weird way. No, just kidding. No, but can we please make that happen too? Yeah.
They're supposed to be. I mean, they were supposed to be
The monorail system from Baton Rouge to New Orleans.
Right. Well, there's
Yeah.
supposed to be one from Texas all the way through Lake Charles. Everything supposedly. I don't know if it's gonna go down.
There's a lot
They'll
of things.
build that in like 150 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see that. Once,
Elon had the
Yeah.
idea. He said you drill under,
Right.
put the electromagnetic thing, and just zoom through.
how the
I'm
fuck
about
do
it.
you drill in underneath here? Tell me how
He
that
can.
works.
He can do it.
With
He'll
magic?
figure it out. But yes.
We're talking about Elon Musk, a lizard person, son.
So
Come on now.
So he's gonna cauterize the literal mud to not turn into
He's gonna use
slush?
it. Somehow he's gonna figure out how to use it to his advantage. He's gonna figure out how to turn swamp mud to diamond.
and then
It's gonna be hard
destroy
as rock.
cryptocurrency at the same time. Cool. All right.
And then
cool.
magnetize it. Yeah.
Yeah. No
Dogecoin.
problem. And he's like, no problem. I made a flamethrower at the age of 21.
It's not
Exactly.
a flamethrower though. It's not.
It is what it is.
It wasn't.
But wow, we derailed.
No.
We monorail.
We
I like
monorail,
that.
like we monorail. That's so great.
In the South, there's always a reason to drink beer. Now the rebellion's giving you one more. Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Homebrew kits delivered straight to your door.
The ceremony's about to begin.
Become a member of the 1 Million Brew Club today at pickledpeppershopshop.com. And don't forget to listen to Tyson and Tanner on their hit podcast, Pickled Peppers Hop Talk. Check out Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Use promo code DSR Talks to get 20% off any brew kit. And don't forget to try the DSR Talks down the bayou, Magnolia Saison.
Pickles, peppers.
Thank you for listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast. Tune in this coming Wednesday for part 3 with Rachel Jacob and Jeremy Dean.